How are students on Eastern Campus dealing with finals this semester? Find out on News 22.
One more time. Eastern.
Good evening and welcome to News 22. I'm Christina Janitatis.
And I'm Sierra Brown.
White House Speaker Nancy Pelosi accused CIA officials of misleading her in 2002 about the use of enhanced interrogation techniques, like waterboarding, which stimulates drowning and is described by critics as a form of torture. CIA spokesman says records show Pelosi was briefed on interrogation methods. She claims that the briefing didn't include waterboarding and is now calling for establishment of an independent truth commission. The House Minority Leader says her comments are raising more questions about torture tactics.
President Obama has turned a controversy into a joke and valuable lesson at a recent commencement speech. President Obama addressed the graduating class at Arizona State University after ASU declined to give him an honorary degree because, quote, his body of work is yet to come. Obama joked about the president and the board will soon learn about audits from the IRS. He addressed the controversy over the denial for the degree into a lesson for grads, stating, "There's always more to do, more to learn, and more to achieve."
Eastern has suffered a tragic loss on Friday, May 8th. Ellen Passay, a visual arts major at the school, passed away. Passay was formed from Mansfield and worked in the visual arts department. A memorial service was held in her honor yesterday evening in the Johnson Room of the library. She will be dearly missed.
Changes are being made to the U.S. military in Baghdad. Officials have been questioning whether soldiers are being offered adequate mental health care after a sergeant allegedly shot and killed 5 comrades in a clinic on U.S. bases. Sergeant John M. Russell of Texas was taken into custody outside a mental health clinic and was charged with 5 counts of murder and 1 of aggravated assault. It's been shown up to 1/5 of more than 1.7 million who have served in the military are believed to have symptoms of depression, anxiety, and other emotional problems. The Army issued to set up clinics staffing them with psychologists and psychiatrics.
There was quite a scuffle on Monday. 2 Wyndham High School students fought, resulting in a stabbing of 1. Dwight Velez Hernandez, a student at the school, and Andy Pacio, a non-student, got into a fight over a female student. Pacio ended up stabbing Velez Hernandez in the student parking lot of the high school before fleeing the high school's campus. Police found and arrested Pacio on Eastern's campus that afternoon. Velez Hernandez's injuries were non-life-threatening, and he was released from the hospital on Monday night. Both he and the stabbed student have been arrested.
The Travis the Chimp saga continues. The Stanford chimp that attacked its owner's friend, Carlana Nash, on February 16th has tested positive for Xanax. The toxicology tests that were performed on the chimp post-mortem, having been shot by a police officer responding to the attack in February, proved that the chimp has the drug in his system. It is still unclear whether or not it played a role in causing his rampage on that day. While the drug was not prescribed for the chimp's consumption, his owner Sandra Harold said that she gave him the drug to calm him. Doctors say the victim suffered injuries that are resulting in her blindness and years of surgical procedures. The family of the victim is suing the chimp's owner for $50 million.
Connecticut history has been made on Tuesday night on the 4-year anniversary of the execution of serial killer Michael Ross. The House of Representatives voted whether or not to abolish the death penalty in the state. Around 7:45 p.m., the results of the vote came and showed a 90 to 56 vote to abolish the penalty. Unfortunately, Connecticut's Governor, Jody Rell, continues to support the penalty, and chances are slim that it will ultimately be abolished in the state. However, the House of Representatives continues to be hopeful.
20 tornadoes have swept across the southern plains. The Missouri State Highway Patrol has also reported that 3 people from Missouri have died of injuries resulting from the tornado. 30 to 40 homes have also been destroyed by the storm. Businesses and homes were also damaged in Caddo County, Oklahoma, and Indiana. Thousands without power in Indianapolis area. Also, areas of Illinois received up to 3 inches of rain less than an hour.
With the swine flu attacking the U.S., it has certainly made consumers concerned with their health. Our immune systems are closely related to the foods we eat, so you may ask, what should we consume to protect ourselves from illness? According to nutritionist Christine Avanti, the top 5 choices are carrots, mushrooms, pomegranate juice, green tea, and yogurt. These foods are best at defending against bacterial and viral infections. So take a quick trip to the supermarket to prevent yourself from getting sick this season.
Eastern is taking precautions to protect the ECSU community from spreading viruses and preventing a flu outbreak. Automatic hand sanitizers that kill germs without having to wash hands are now located all over campus, in dorms, throughout classroom buildings like Webb, the Science Building, the Student Center, the library, and other locations across campus. Be sure to utilize them and sanitize those hands.
Gas prices rise as peak driving season looms. Prices have surged nearly 10% over the past 2 weeks and a gain of 20 cents during the past 14 days. The good news, analysts say, a return to last summer's record of highs of $4 a gallon is not in the horizon. While prices have been on the tear, prices will not spike to $4 a gallon as before. For drivers, income has become the #1 issue, and it is recommended that consumers consider how far they drive and how often.
Last summer, scooters became the popular choice of transportation as opposed to motor vehicles due to the extreme gas prices. However, with their continuing popularity, state lawmakers are now cracking down on scooter laws. Currently, to ride a scooter, moped, or bicycle with a certain engine size, you must possess a driver's license. Police in New London have been finding more and more scooter drivers without licenses. They are asking parents not to allow their children under the age of 16 to operate one of these vehicles that can reach speeds up to 35 miles per hour because they have not had any training courses.
A pair of astronauts from the Space Shuttle Atlantis has now begun a series of 5 spacewalks to begin work on the Hubble Space Telescope. A 4-inch piece of junk passing the shuttle by a few miles could cause a big damage. Their work is considered high risk as junk litters their especially high orbit. The workers are replacing the telescope's 15-year-old camera to install an updated wide field model that will look deeper into the cosmos. They will also be replacing a computer data unit.
Walmart, it's $1 billion industry worldwide and always fits all of our needs. However, the company has announced that it has experienced a loss in revenue due to a flat first quarter rate. The company has said that its loss has been a result of exposure to currency fluctuations. Currently, many businesses are hurting due to the stronger dollar, and despite its popularity, Walmart is too.
If you thought your credit card company was tough with late fees, but that's petty change compared to the amount ex-chief of Swiss banking giant Credit, Brady Doan, was 12 days late in 2006 with a divorce-related payment. His ex-wife demanded $1 million because she received the payment late. A Connecticut appeal court is siding with her, claiming the financial stable CEO knew the terms of the divorce, but he's now reluctant to pay them. The matter is still being overruled in a lower court.
With the economy still struggling, the automaker Chrysler plans to eliminate 789 dealerships across the U.S., 7 of them in Connecticut. The company bankruptcy court filing plans to close dealerships in Newington, Naugatuck, Woodbridge, Torrington, Enfield, New London, and Middletown.
Ex-Yankee Jim Leyritz threatened to commit suicide earlier this week. In thoughts to escape his DUI manslaughter trial, Leyritz was taken by officers to Florida Hospital. He is currently awaiting trial on a DUI manslaughter after drunk driving on his December birthday in 2007. Leyritz had a blood alcohol level of 0.08, well above the legal driving limit.
The toilet stall peeper is at it again. A man who has been scaring women by looking over the stalls in Stamford SBC Restaurant and Brewery has been arrested by police. The 48-year-old Brian Sullivan has been previously arrested for entering the ladies' room earlier this week. He was charged for his peeping Tom ways in 2007 after a similar incident in a woman's room at a Target store. The stall peeper is currently being held on a $25,000 bond.
Colorado police are seeking out a sneaky suspect. The nicotine ninja, Jefferson County authorities are looking for a man they believe is responsible for stealing $120,000 worth of cigarettes. The ninja has been seen on surveillance videos wearing dark clothing which covers half of his face when he breaks into liquor stores at night. The nicotine ninja is believed to be responsible to 118 burglaries across the metro area in the last 2 years. The ninja only takes brand name cigarettes.
News 22 will return after this short break with this week's editorial.
Bad experience with alcohol.
My first experience with drinking.
My first experience
I
drinking.
went shot for shot with a bunch of guys.
Gulped down the whole thing.
We finished a liter.
I drank a little bit too much.
There was a lot of vomiting.
I ended up passed out in a closet.
I had to go to the hospital because I was sick.
Found out that one of my real close friends was in the hospital.
I was 13.
14.
15.
13.
Impossible. It's never too early to start reading to your kids. Are you prepared for what awaits you? There are amazing possibilities when you open a child's mind to reading. Log on to the Library of Congress website and let the journey begin.
Fire safety is an important part of our well-being on campus. By taking precautions and making smart decisions, fires can be avoided. Be aware of overloaded electrical outlets. Don't leave cooking unattended, and make sure paper and other flammable materials are not placed near the stove. Preventing a fire is important, but knowing what to do if one occurs is just as important. If the alarm sounds, don't panic and evacuate immediately. Refer to your residential hall office for the quickest and safest route, and remember, never take an elevator during a fire. For more information, visit us at www.easternct.edu/depts/police.
Oh, you're saying it right.
We're back, and we have with us James Wolfe with this week's editorial. James?
Thanks, ladies. Well, here I am, my last time on News 22. What a surreal experience. I decided for my last editorial, I'd tape a special segment to show my appreciation for the great people who we share the town of Willimantic with. I took a walk down Main Street, not knowing what's going to happen or who I'd run into. Craziness ensued when I walked into Hot Shots, a local watering hole here in town. Let's roll the tape, guys. Enjoy.
What's the clientele like around here? Before and after. What do you guys beer of choice?
I see the bud over there.
Natural ice.
Natty Ice?
You're on camera. Set everybody up.
There's people outside?
Yeah, on the deck.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
Woo!
All right, Hot Shots. Woo! What are the chances of that happening? As soon as we walk out of Hot Shots after chugging a beer, the Jesus Saves guy comes up.
Can I read that for you?
Yeah, sure. Hands me the choice.
But we're interrupting their privacy to tell them how they know they can have eternal life forever.
Right.
Without any works. Without doing anything for it but asking for it. And people
So
tend to get
once you
I do sure if you got that.
we're talking Psalms. Say someone was to go to hell, do they actually burn?
Yes, you burn. It is a fire.
We're talking Lazarus.
Yeah.
There's many Lazarus.
There's a couple of them.
The plural is Lazariah.
Lazari. But
We're talking.
just give me a minute here. I know camera time is precious.
You've got all the time in the world.
All good.
We're talking Song of Solomon. So
And
once I
so-
get the circumcision,
So once you ask Jesus Christ to cover your sins in his blood, that blood comes down.
I don't know if he thought I was serious or not. Well, good luck, best of luck to you today, and
I don't need luck, I got Jesus Christ. When is this
he
gonna air?
doesn't need luck. I don't know, I kind of look like a jerk right now. If you could rank me on a scale of 1 to 10, my dancing, what would it be? Come and try to grind up on you. Yeah, I'm dancing with them on Main Street. Wow!
You suck at dancing.
They loved me. You guys think you could beat me to dance off?
Well, let's see what happens there. Is that brew kicking in yet?
Yes, it is. Oh. Shut. Yeah. What are you talking about? That's the question.
Well, to the point of view of the mad situation, there it is.
Wow. Can you say that one more time, because that was really deep?
To the point of view of the mad situation, there it is.
Do you think we could get a shot of me running with this kid asking if he wants to be interviewed? Would you like to be interviewed for News 22? No?
No English.
Oh, no English? Okay. All right. Apparently not.
Dude, I can't run that fast.
You guys want to be interviewed real quick for News 22? No? All right, you're not on camera. Don't worry about it. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. It's been a great day, though. We've learned a lot. We've met a lot of great people.
Hey, stop! The bridge is out. The bridge is out. Don't go over the bridge.
I don't know, great.
Hey.
Fantastic might be a better word.
Yes. You need a much stronger adjective for that. Well, we're back at the Main Street Cafe parking lot right now, and to tell you the truth, I'm gonna miss this town. I love you, Willimantic, and I love you, viewers. For News 22, for the last time, I'm James Wolfe.
Oh my God, Barney's. Let's go. Oh my God, Barney's. They're team tonight. Let's go to Barney's. Barney's. $2 car bombs. Barney's. Pitchers to drink. Pitchers to drink. Pitchers to drink. Pitchers to drink. Barney's. Let's go. Who's going to Barney's? Barney's guy. All my friends are at Barney's. Oh my God, let the dance on the speaker out. Oh my God, let the dance on the speaker out. Barney's. Hello, little prince.
Mother, what we gonna do today?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Want to go under the sea? Thursday from 9 to 6 p.m., residents took a trip to Mystic Aquarium to gain knowledge about ocean animals. There were hands-on interaction with marine life as well as learning about the history of the animals and where they were located. Residents were also able to interact with each other as well.
On Tuesday, May 12th, the Campus Activities Board put on a relaxing event to help students focus for their finals. News 22 reporter Michelle Jarvis has a story.
Relax before finals. We're in the Student Center to see what CAB's event, Be Kind, Unwind, is all about. On Tuesday, May 12th, CAB hosted the event Be Kind, Unwind in the Student Center Cafe from 11 to 3. Students gathered to get their palms read and futures predicted. They were also encouraged to make their very own personalized Zen gardens as a method of relaxation. We spoke to Special Events CAB Coordinator Megan Mazik to get the idea behind this event.
Now, we just kind of wanted something that would be relaxing for the last week of classes, so that's where we got the Zen Gardens and psychic readers. They're actually just from companies that we usually do events from, and people seem to enjoy it, so that's always the good thing.
Campus Activity Board and News 22 are wishing you good luck on your finals and a happy and safe summer. From the Student Center Cafe, this is Michelle Jarvis for News 22.
Thanks, Michelle. Hopefully the psychic predicts good grades on everyone's exams.
Leo and Kate lends a helping hand to a Titanic victim. The stars, along with director James Cameron, have contributed $30,000 in funds for Mileva Dean. She was ill-fated ship's youngest passenger, only 9 weeks old upon being carted onto the Titanic, and is now 98 years old, the last remaining survivor. Mileva is said to be struggling with nursing home bills, and the stars came forward to raise funds. Good luck, Jack and Rose.
Finals week is coming up, and the students are busy cramming in a semester's worth of studying to prepare for their test. News 22 reporter Sierra Brown talked to Eastern students to see how their preparing was going.
With the swine flu epidemic hitting Connecticut, Eastern's campus decided to push finals up a week earlier. We went around and talked to some students on how they felt on finals this semester.
I don't know, basically, since the swine flu is happening or whatever, we have an exam today, and I kind of think it's a good idea to push it forward, but I know not many professors did it this semester. But it kind of makes it easier so people that are commuting don't have to come back for next week, even if we have the 2 reading days. But I don't know, overall, I don't think the semester's going to be so bad. I just have 1 more year left, so.
I'm a senior, so I only have 1 final, so it's really not that bad. But I do have 1 today, and it's not really considered a final, I'd say, but it did get moved up because of the whole swine flu thing. It was supposed to be next Monday, but they moved it up to today, so which kind of cut back like on the amount that was supposed to be on the exam because we didn't really have enough time to cover the rest of it, but I guess it helps make the final easier, so.
I have 3 finals. None of them were moved up, and they were all really easy, so I'm not really stressed out about them or anything.
I don't really have any finals. They were all papers and they were due this week, so I don't have anything next week, so I'm just kind of hanging out until my parents get me. So.
No, I'm glad that finals got pushed a week earlier, so that means we can enjoy our summer a lot earlier. And the fact is that I have no finals anyways. It doesn't really make a difference, but at least everyone can hang out with me when it's the time.
Some of my finals were moved to this week, but still have some finals next week. I believe I have 3, so kind of stressful, but I'm trying to make it happen.
So Eastern, get out there, take those finals, cram those tests, and I'll see ya. Sierra out. News 22.
Thanks, Sierra. News 22 would like to wish good luck to everyone on their final exams.
And News 22 will return with sports after this short break.
We got a real porker of a house here. Get in there and waste some energy.
There's no insulation, boss. It's hog heaven.
Leaky windows, too. This is gonna be a breeze. Perfect. Go wild and waste some wattage.
Time to tan. Oh, there's hot water for just 1 pair of pants. My kind of place.
Wow, this thing's so old it's gonna take me hours to get dry.
Keep wasting. They'll never know what hit them till they get the energy bill.
What the? Boss, they're home! And they've got energy-efficient bulbs! Ah!
You've got the power to get rid of energy hogs. You can help your parents add insulation, put in Energy Star appliances, and lots of other things to make your home hog-free. Find out how at energyhog.org and play fun games, too.
Oh, retreat! Retreat!
Go to energyhog.org and get the energy hogs out of your home.
Hey, wait for me!
Whoa, what are you doing?
Throwing out my trash.
Don't you recycle?
Recycle?
Yes, it says toss bottles here.
Oh, all right.
Recycling prevents about 64 million tons of material from ending up in landfills every year. Eastern Connecticut State University makes it easy for students to do their part in recycling materials they use every day. Bins and containers for bottles, cans, and paper are located all over the campus. Recycling is as simple as separating your trash and tossing the recyclables into a 90-gallon bin near the dumpster located outside your resident hall. Reduce, reuse, and recycle Eastern.
We're back, and we have with us TJ Snupkowski with sports. TJ?
The Olympic gold medal swimmer Michael Phelps has jumped back into the pool after returning from his first time competing in the Beijing Olympics and having controversial photos surfaced of him holding a bong. Phelps was suspended for 3 months from organized swimming competitions, and Phelps dove back into the pool at the Charlotte Ultra Swim meet this week. The record winner of 8 gold medals says the mishap was due to poor judgment, a stupid mistake, and now he is more careful where he is and who he associates with. A day after failing a drug test for something other than performance-enhancing drugs, NASCAR driver Jeremy Mayfield was allowed to drive at Darlington Raceway at speeds of up to 173 miles per hour. Mayfield tested positive for a banned substance found in a random test, which resulted in Mayfield's indefinite suspension. There was a black hole in the NASCAR dismission process, which allowed him to race this week. NASCAR won't release what Mayfield has tested positive for. Eastern's softball team is quite the combination of youth and power in freshman standouts Molly Rathbun and Priscilla Alicia. Both were recently named to the Louisville Slugger Division III All-New England team. Alicia, being named to the All-New England second team, carried a .448 batting average on the season and led the team in every offensive major category, including hits, runs, and stolen bases. As a pitcher, Rathbun boasted a 16-7 record with 3 saves, a 0.79 earned run average, and 206 strikeouts to take home first-team honors. Rathbun took home the LEC Rookie of the Year award last month and will also be eligible for the All-American team when the roster is announced on May 15th. The season for the ECSU men's baseball team came close to a shocking end on Wednesday after losing the tournament opener to the 8th-seeded Babson College with a score of 10-6. Eastern was ranked 3rd in the nation and seeded 1st in the tournament with a record of 35-7. Babson freshman Sean Cleary hit his first ever collegiate home run in the top of the 2nd inning for a grand slam. This capped off a 7-run inning for the Beavers, who will move on to the winner's bracket to face the 4th-seeded WPI Engineers. Eastern, however, still has a chance at success in the tournament when they face the 5th-ranked Suffolk University in an elimination game. Eastern's 5th-seeded softball team also put on quite the performance in the NCAA tournament, but unfortunately went home empty-handed after being eliminated by the 3rd-seeded Rowan University at the regional qualifier in New Jersey last week. Win or lose, both teams have had undeniable successes this season and look to build on them entering the 2009 and 2010 school year. I'm TJ Snupkowski, and thank you, Eastern, for an incredible semester.
Well, that's it for our show. We'd like to thank all our friends and family members for joining us. This is our last show of the semester, and we'd like a special thanks to our viewers. I'm Sierra Brown.
And for the last time, I'm Christina Janatatis. Good night, Eastern.